And first graders. Well, we've made it to week 3 and I have changed the website that you're using for the warm-ups. So make sure you are preparing yourself for a new look for warm-ups this week. Try it out, see what you think. If you don't like it, let me know. We can always go back to the other website that I had for warm-ups. The other thing I'm going to have you do for review is your catching of an object. And we worked last week on having somebody stand about 5 feet away from us and underhand toss it, so that way we can catch it and bring it into our body. I'm going to have you do that again. If you need some review on this, go ahead and look at PE Week 2 and watch that video again. Remember, first graders, you are going to toss the ball back, or whatever your object is, in this case a ball of socks. You're going to toss it back overhand to your partner. Kindergartners, you're going to toss it back underhand. I need you both knowing how to do that properly for the start of next year. Now I'm going to show you what I want you to do with dribbling a basketball. Kindergartners and first graders, we're going to work on dribbling a basketball. I have a basketball that is probably about the right size for you. If you can't find one this size, any basketball will work. But what I want you to work on is, especially for kindergartners, this might be one of the first times you've ever tried to dribble a basketball. All I want you to do is try to push the ball down to the ground, have it come back to your hand and push it back down again, and then catch it. It will look something like this. 1, 2, catch. Let me show you that again. We're pushing it down twice to the ground. 1, 2, catch. And I dropped it that time, so this is what it'll look like. 1, 2, catch. So that's what the kindergartners are going to start off doing. First graders, I want you to try to dribble for 5 seconds. So count in your head. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. And then pick it up. After you get comfortable, kindergartners, pushing it down twice in a row, see how many times you can push it down to the ground without losing control. You might be able to push it down 3, 4, or 5 times. Losing control is going to look something like this. Sometimes we have people that have it go all the way to the ground and they don't push it hard enough. If the ball ends up flat on the ground like that, that's considered losing control. Another way it might look of losing control is where you're dribbling it and it gets away from you. You're standing in that one spot and it dribbles too far away from you, or bounces too far away from you. So see how many times you can dribble it in a row and then pick it up. First graders, you could have somebody count for you. You could have a parent or a sibling count to 5, count to 10, count to 15. See if you can keep the dribble going while you're standing in that one spot. Try this out for about 5 to 10 minutes today, and that's what I want you to do for dribbling. So your warm-ups and your tossing and catching and your dribbling are for day 1. That should be your 30 minutes. Do each of those activities for 10 minutes apiece. For day 2, we're going to have you do a lot of review. I'm going to have you do the warm-ups again from that website that we tried out for this week. Then I'm going to have you review galloping and skipping. If you still need help with some of those movement sequences or movements, those patterns, watch week 2 and week 1 again. You'll get some more tips on that. The reason why I'm not showing it to you this week, I expect that you can go out and find where you can watch that stuff again. I'm hoping to not have to show you every week what you need to be able to do for each one of those movements. So watch week 1 and week 2 again, under PE week 1 and under PE week 2, if you need some more help with galloping and skipping. After you get done with the review, those should take you somewhere around 5 minutes for each of those for a quick review. We're going to start working on forward rolls. It's really important, kindergartners and first graders, that you watch the video with your parents so they understand what you're trying to do and all the safety measures that go on with it. It's very well done, and it gives a lot of safety protocols for you to use when you're doing a forward roll. So watch the video. Just remember, the most important rule is your chin tucks to your chest anytime you are doing a forward roll for safety. The second safety thing is make sure you have enough room. A backyard with some grass on it is a great place to do this. Or if you have quite a large living room space where there's nothing around, that might be a good option as well. So make sure you're safe with how you're doing the rolls and where you are doing the rolls this week. When you are finished with the rolls, that will finish your activities for online PE week 3.